Welcome to Event VODs. These are the best highlights of today's LTA 2025 matchup.
Okay, so Nico going to be coming out here. So it is, again, a little bit of a Maokai as well as with that Vi. It is FlyQuest, 4 men on top side, even 5 with the Ambessa just kind of trailing. Moving forward to get an early ward down.
Okay.
And try to spot out, is it going to be a lane swap? What's going on here? Of course, it's K'Sante versus Ambessa, and it's also Nico versus Maokai. So guess what? Shopify don't want that 1v1 and 2v2 lanes. So FlyQuest is really trying to figure out, okay, where are they going? Where do we need to be? Because they are trying to match. They are trying to say, all right, if your bot is going top, then we're sending our bot lane top too.
Right.
And at this point, it becomes a little bit of a guess. We all 5 members going top, trying to get those wards, trying to get these lanes. And we'll see if it does pay off for them. K'Sante in the early levels definitely has a lot of that power. Bwipo is not going for that more early game grasp. He's going to go Conquer, which is going to scale really well against a tank. But it does make your early game a little bit weaker.
All right, as we're starting off with some of these early trades, Fudge definitely getting the better of Bwipo, punching back and forth here. They're fighting a lot longer than I expected them to. But since nobody's just dead yet, let's go ahead and toss things over to Emily, standing by with an interview. Right. Kled, I think a couple of Team Liquid fans in the audience might have just had a really nasty flashback from Worlds about that one. But hold on. Fudge could be in some danger. Inspired, making his way up into the top lane. Should be able to find that stun, but Fudge, with the Unstoppable on K'Sante, just makes a path, gets to safety.
But what I will say, it's actually a really good gank because it's
You're saying here, just the timing of the gank, even if it's just a quick little bit of damage, it does pay those dividends. Shopify Rebellion going to start up the Drake here with contracts. B-Boy and Zazel making sure that they're ready to help their jungler. But Inspired is ready on the approach. Palafox with control over the mid lane, though, will force Inspired back. Shopify staying on that Drake. Got it down to about half, but an Earth Drake dies very slowly.
He's trying to delay for Quad, and he has been able to do it. Quad is now TPing back into lane, but I don't think it's going to be in time to challenge here. So was just trying to see, okay, can I actually step forward? Can I make them come off that dragon by the time for Quad to get back? Because if he had been able to do that, maybe they could actually look for a fight.
Nicely done from Shopify to grab themselves that first neutral objective. To be able to buy that completed component feels really good, but it's Fudge and Contracts now making their approach up into the top side river. Looking at these grubs, Inspired wants to be able to secure at least the one, and he does get it. Contracts and Fudge jumping in, forcing the flash over the wall from Inspired. Fudge does have the ability to go all out. Inspired slows him down, keeps him away. Quad coming up, Bwipo's also here. Fudge could be in some danger, but the all out also provides an escape mechanism. Bwipo trying to jump in on top of him, find some quick damage here at the very beginning. Inspired locks him up, but he goes unstoppable yet again here with the Pathmaker. Bwipo jumping in, but now he might be in a little bit of danger too. Nice shuffle comes out as Quad lays down the damage, and it's first blood over to FlyQuest. Palafox and Contracts on the run. FlyQuest in the 3v3 come out on top.
They just managed that so well. Inspired gets over the side, and Fudge just can't quite get in range to go all out. Busio looking to try to chase down Zazel. Won't have the damage to finish him, but you're pushing on all sides. You win out of the fight on top side. You're going to be able to get an additional grub there, and they're taking plates and potentially threatening to dive.
B-Boy down to 200 HP, just barely lives. Just barely hanging on there as FlyQuest are putting the pressure on. They win in the
early game go bad when you already know the late game was rough last time around.
And now Fudge versus Bwipo. Looks like we're going to get an all-in attempt coming out from Fudge. Bwipo wants to stand his ground here, needs a little bit more time for his cooldowns, does kite it out pretty well, and Inspired's ready to join up. Fudge now in some danger, and there's your Glacial Prison. There's the outplay. Bwipo just baits him in, dodges out.
It is tough to deal with. But Contract's moving down to his bot side. They're going to look for a fight.
Yeah, Fudge this time the one who's got the extra power. Whoa, that was a bit of a yo-yo, but it looks like Bwipo's not going to have a good time anyway. Once again, the extra man is the X factor. Shopify Rebellion are on the board. FlyQuest in the meantime going after that second set of grubs. Looks like they should be able to secure all 3 here.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to get it for sure. Inspired still has his smite available for this last one, so that is going to be secured. FlyQuest 1 kill away from that first feat of strength. And working on these objectives, they do get 5 grubs. Of course, they don't get credit for that first 2 grubs that they got. And Contracts is trying to take Dragon down on his bottom side. Busio looking to push him off.
Okay, Maokai LT shot out. Infernal Drake secured by Shopify. So Shopify needs 1 more neutral objective.
You used to see so much of the Sejuani plus Renekton. This is kind of one of those new era pairings. Doesn't actually check the Pixel Brush, so is going to be spotted by the pink, and Fudge is going to try to stay under a tower. You can see Shopify's moving down.
Okay, Busio ready to start this one off with a Pop Blossom, and there's no way out. Feat of Warfare claimed for FlyQuest, but Shopify are looking for a counterattack. Contracts goes in, looks to lock up Bwipo. No way out here for the FlyQuest top laner. so a 1-for-1 trade that still favors FlyQuest because of the feat secured.
For what it's worth, in Pro, it has about a 74-75% win rate globally. You know, it does change a little bit whether you're red side, blue side, but it is very strong. You know, obviously a good indication that you're winning the game when you're kind of getting the objectives, getting the kills, getting everything.
Fudge getting the better of Whippo in this 1v1 so far. Whippo did dodge away from the third hit with a knockback.
The kill down on bot side, but Masu now moving in towards mid. Are they going to look to go for him? Inspired's going first.
Nice shot there on the B-Void. Forces out the cleanse, and now Contracts has to try to get away. He wanted to flash, but he still gets caught by the Pop Blossom. Counterattack comes in as Zazel's ready to try to help his team, and Busio's going to be the only one killed in the scrap. Nicely fought from Shopify.
Yeah, nicely done, but they are very low in quad is here, so again, they're going to lose the tower. They get the kill. They lose out on the feel like FlyQuest are just playing the map so well. They're winning out in the individual lanes. They're winning out in the 1v1s. If they get the Herald as well, that's another pretty much guaranteed tower for them, and it looks like they have a very good chance of being able to secure this.
Yeah, we'll see if Shopify can do anything about it.
Gone.
I mean, at the same time, yeah, Whippo's just going to grab the tier 1. So that's just tier 1s melting everywhere. All 3 of them down now for Shopify. The tier 2 even taken in that bottom lane like we saw.
Whippo playing with fire a little bit here and seeing if he could steal away some of those mini Krugs, but he is going to keep his health high. 4 members from Shopify were on that top side of the map. The Dragon will be given up for sure, as Masu's just going to push out mid, and you're going to see Quad likely go down towards bot and get that moving in the right direction here. And then Inspired can just kind of back up and look to reclaim to take that Otacon, but I think we're going to be a game that just comes down to a fight around it, and if FlyQuest gets it, I think it's going to be a bridge too far.
Ooh, nicely done there from Fudge, trying to lock Whippo up underneath the tier 2 turret, but it doesn't work because Whippo's able to make some distance, get himself away to safety. Masu jumped on by Zazel, but Masu also flashing out with a Pop Blossom, defensively used by Busio to protect the exit of FlyQuest. It was a little dicey, but critically they stay alive. Shopify, oh, that's got to be upsetting, man. You know they wanted to full send, be able to grab something there. Back over in the mid lane.
You have to have that Edge Knight popped off, and you have to be going for that kill, but you can see FlyQuest already on Otacon here and is getting down to half HP already. Shopify are on their way, but Fudge has got a TP now, you'd have to think.
All right, Shopify, if you're going to do something,
TPs.
It's time to start doing. Yeah, TP's coming in down here to the bottom lane. Both going to arrive around the same time. Whippo arrives first, but now he's all isolated. Whippo's got to make a little bit more distance for himself. Deadly Flourish trying to cover his escape. Maokai ulti flies through. Inspired hit with a root. Buffers through it with the Arctic Assault. Nicely done. But it's Shopify with control over the Otacon that has not reset. 5,000 HP on the objective, but Shopify's got to be careful. Whippo again going to be the target. Knocked back by the Intofo. Strikes. Whippo finally falls. Palafox takes the kill, but Contracts has to try to escape now. The Glacial Prison won't find him. He tries to re-engage, instead gets caught. Busio with the slam onto 2. A double kill back over to Quad. Whippo the only one dead on FlyQuest, and they've turned it right around. Shopify have nothing left to say with a triple kill over to Quad, and another team fight for FlyQuest.
It's a massive win there for FlyQuest.
Insane spot in this game. I feel like for Shopify, you're just praying for a mistake to punish right now, because if you don't get one, I really don't see the angle here.
It is so tough, yeah. Now that Otacon's gone, you know, that does often feel like kind of the last hope when you are losing. You know, one of the things that Otacon does do is just makes it so smooth to snowball a game to victory, because there's not this kind of like dead space. You know, in the previous season of 20-minute Baron was so incredibly dangerous.
Most games you couldn't do it.
Realistically, unless you're monstrously ahead, you wouldn't really be forcing Barons until like 23 minutes or something if we're going to get a fight.
Yeah, Whippo's just ready to go in and put some pain on Palafox, but now it's Whippo who's found himself behind enemy lines, and not in the good way. He withdraws 200 gold over to Shopify, but it's just an easy opportunity. Again,
and he's going to die too, sure, but again, now look at top, look at mid, right? This is the problem, is that you're just forcing your opponents to spend more than they can afford to spend to try to defend these plays. Now Inspired is just going to go in for B-Boy. He'll kill him or he won't. It doesn't really matter either way, because top lane is dying too. He just goes in, forces it, he even gets the kill as Whippo comes back. They're going to be able to get this kill on Inspired, maybe, but top lane tower is almost dead. Mid lane tower is gone. Bot lane inhibitor is dying now to Whippo. And this is the problem. You know, you cannot make it happen on your own. And that Azir is 3 items now, and I think they are aware that he is around.
You should not try to jump this dude when he has friends and you're by yourself.
Don't kill the jungle dog.
Oh, no. Oh, there's 1.
Let the wolf go.
There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. Oh, now the cannon's just going to hit him. 1 more hit. Oh, they're just going to give it to Inspired. There it is. Inspired will pick up that one. Contracts had no way out. Oh, now Palafox is going to be in some serious trouble here, too, potentially. Luckily, has help nearby to guarantee his safety. FlyQuest ready to reinforce their own lines. 9-5 favoring Fly right now on the Rift. Baron is alive. Objective bounties are up and active for Shopify, and they damn well should be because it's a 9,000 gold deficit. Inspired and Masu starting up the Baron with just the two of them. Bwipo and Quad both ready to join. Busio hanging out on the flank here. He knows that as Nico, he doesn't really do anything to the Baron. It's all about having the flank in case Shopify tries to approach. Busio also on top of a control ward. He knows he is unseen. Wrapping around for the full-on engage here. That clone's going to be caught there by the 90 caliber net of B-Boy.
Go back to the base. Hope you can find some sort of a way to defend, to delay. Zeyzal, though, getting caught out. He is in trouble. He's going to be flashing away, but he is flashing to the wrong side of the map. And Masu now.
Yeah, contracts. Oh, no, dude, he's got to be gone. Quad unstoppable here. Just working together once again with his team, setting him up to knock him down. Now the mid lane inhibitor. That thing is trashed as the top lane tier 3 turret will fall right after. The inhibitor's going to go the same way. 30 seconds still on contracts. It's 5v4 in the enemy base for FlyQuest, and they're looking to end this one only slightly slower than they ended the first game. Zeyzal shoots off that Maokai ulti, but now he's got to be careful. He's dealing with Bwipo. It's a 3v1 favoring Shopify, but a nice counterattack from Busio locks up all three. Quad goes in for the shuffle, finds two, but FlyQuest have overcommitted a little bit here. They've already lost Quad and Bwipo, both solo laners down, as Masu is trying to fight and kite Palafox. Fudge and B-Boy defending the Nexus for the time being. Masu! It's him! It's always been him! He outplays him again and he makes it happen. Finally gets shut down by Fudge. Shopify holds on. They will have another chance.
And it's so early on the Ambessa, gets burst down. Quad is super fed, but there's no zonies. You are not tanky, and he ends up getting taken down. You know, the tower added so much damage in that play. So Shopify still alive, will not lose the game just yet. And it is going to be Dragon trying to get taken here by a contract, but he realized, all right, there's a TP coming, and I can't even do it.
That blast cone also is just so unfortunate for it doesn't ultimately make a difference, but just knocking him into the pit while the leash still hasn't reset, it just feels like you served it on a silver platter.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, so here you go, dude, sure. Easy take there for Inspired.
Kind jungler, you know?
Yeah, just a kind boy. The super minion pressure alone is suffocating for Shopify Rebellion, and now the FlyQuest squad is once again grouped up and pushing together.
And Palafox's death cap at the very least, you know, he did get like over 1,000 gold in this last little exchange. He got a lot of shutdowns, but, you know, as you say, the inhibitors are down except for bot lane, so the supers are going to be coming in, and they're still down 10k with no Nexus towers. It's going to be an incredibly hard defense.
Oh, nice shot coming out from Bwipo. They kill Palafox, and with his death goes all hopes for Shopify Rebellion holding this game any longer. Bwipo finds a double kill on the other remaining carry, and he's going to be able to vamp his way straight to the enemy Nexus. It's a 2-0 for FlyQuest, and it didn't look even remotely difficult. The champs are back in town.
Not even the fountain is safe from Bwipo. The